A person told me I miss cuddling them every night, living alone. I sleep like a starfish. Why the 27 piece? Because I live for a 27 piece. Because I live precious for a 27 piece. Do your 27 pieces lay down like this? Like a fresh relaxer? Do your 27 piece lay like this? You thought that was a reed, girl? Get your ass out of here. Okay. Baby, I thought that was your hair. It is my hair. Somebody in here being cute. Somebody's in here being adorable. I know it. Listen, I looked in the mirror and turned the light on before I came in here. Not just looked in the mirror. I looked in the mirror and turned the light on before I came in front of you, precious. I'm clean. I smell good. My hair is clean. I done washed all the ick of last night, this morning, off of me. I've moisturized. I've communed with people who love me. Somebody was in here calling me, who messing with you? I missed it. Somebody in here was like, why the 27 piece? Because I will slay the house boots down and whatever you, girl. Find you somebody that don't have a strong sense of self. Find you somebody that you don't want to go back and forth with. Find you somebody that you gonna want to go read with. Somebody was in here calling me a stud last week. I know some stunning studs, bitch. You think that's a read? You think that's gonna make me I got you, girl. If I was fucking women, you would know. If I was fucking them, you would know. They acting a fool in my front yard, and I ain't even fucking them. They climbing up my balcony and banging on my windows, and I ain't even fucking them. We can do that. Find you somebody with a weak ass sense of self and harass them in their lives, because we can go back and forth. We can go mug for mug. We can go 27 piece for 27 piece. We can go, girl, please. My people have to just escort them out, because we can go head up. Hey, Larissa 89, we can go head up. I invite you to go head up with me, but turn your camera on. You know what I'm saying? Give us the full situation. Give us the full situation, girl. Give it to us. You want to go, girl? Let's go. Let's go. So, yeah. Those things don't bother me, girl. Girl, they be like, don't get... No problem. No problem. Hey, Hugh. No problem. Anyway, anybody have any light banter before we begin? And today is Thursday. We love a burial of foolishness. I ain't been on social media long enough to know not to, girl. Come on. Come on. Because I be around people I love and cherish. I was saying this on Instagram. I be around people I fuck with the long way. I don't have nobody to sharpen my tool with. Come on, so I can sharpen my tool on you. I love my people. I don't be around people that I have to practice my... Come on. But don't wake me up. I'm around people that I speak gently with and love on them. I'm eager to sharpen my tool. Come on, but turn that camera on and give us that ring light also. Okay? And take your bonnet off and your head wraps and let's go. Will there be anything else? Will there be anything else? I worked in a beauty shop for 20 years, built my own. Come on! Girl, I welcome it. I welcome it. But just make sure you know who. All my closest friends are gay men. I've seen every iteration of housewives there are. I got a doctorate degree in women. Let's go. But turn your camera on and your ring light. Okay? And then let's go. Okay. Anyway, any light banter? Any light banter? Light banter. She has a real. Morning, Chloe. Sorry what you walked in on, girl. That's a topless therapist. You rang for me. Protect yourself. You don't have to protect me. Protect yourself. What's light banter? Just a little kiki. Nothing too heavy. Nothing too. Just a little something you want to share, girl. Just a little something cute and light. That Aries stellium. Who came in here and was like, how are you doing? Somebody came in here, Megan, and said, how are you doing? I said, the house is on fire. So I gave you a disclaimer. Hey, Arami Day. If you didn't heed that disclaimer, turn on that camera and let's go. Turn it on, dog. Turn it on because turn it on. Turn it on. I love to sharpen my tool on you. Hey, Kishante. Good morning. And then you a stranger. I ain't got to worry about hurting your feelings. I'm just going to look at your fruit. I'm just going to read from your fruit. I'm just going to look at your fruit and go, 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 go. They're going to have to stop me. They're going to have to close out my TikTok. They're going to have to ban me to get me up off of you. Not the hard bleed. So yeah, I don't have sense enough to not. Listen, I'm sipping tea and walking around barefoot about to tuck myself into a comfy couch. Amen. That's my kind of morning. I just hurt a lady feelings at the GYN. She thought she could cut me in line. On Robbie Day. You didn't let the lady skip you? This is huge for you. I'm loving the outpouring of love the ladies are giving to each other. Me too. That's what I'm saying. I ain't surrounded by nothing but love and peace and joy and wonderfulness and pink and florally beautiful things. Hey, Jay. A keen eye, girl. A keen eye. When we go to war. Anyway, I was saying you're the one who asked for. Oh, yeah. At the doctor. She tried it at the doctor. That's what I'm saying. Put her high up in the sky. She got it. You got great news? What? I shared your Substack on the Patreon. It was too good. It was just too good. I had to, I'm my bad. I ain't trying to peel it off as my intellectual property. They know how I feel about your writings, girl. Already. Ooh. I got into my... Oh my God. Please flood. It's 70 of us in here. Please flood the chat with red roses for Our Lady Edlin Fierce. Dr. Edlin is loading. I appreciate you for bringing us a doctorate degree instead of a baby. I appreciate you for bringing us a doctorate degree instead of another goddamn regular ass heartbreak from a nigga that won't write you a 900-page fucking letter. I appreciate you for this. Hey, Dominique. Lady Edlin Fierce got accepted into her doctorate program, so we're flooding the chat with red roses for her. The doctorate is the baby. Okay? Catch that. She said, there's plenty of things I can produce with my womb. Let me show you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. These the kind of causes that it don't stress us out to champion. These the kind of causes that we don't have to go to Costco and buy a bunch of diapers to champion. These the kind of causes that we don't have to bridle our thoughts, feelings, and opinions to champion. And we thank you. We can feel as joyful as we would like, as proud as we would like. Any more light banter? Hey, it's her universe. I like how you are elevating she birthday balloons. I like how you are elevating she birthday balloons. Girl, do you know here? I be lost in the chat, girl. Excuse us. Thank you for the inspiration and wisdom. Thank you for the inspiration and wisdom. Hold on. Having 2 different drinks is so peak. There's actually 3 drinks here. We have a 3-drink minimum. Gotta celebrate the wins first. The girlies. It's a play on you, the birthday. Oh, let me try it again. Okay, let me read it again. She the birthday balloons. I got it now. You have to ask these people, girl. It take me 20 minutes to get the joke. That's cute. That's so cute. You so smart. That is so cute. That is cute as hell. It took me a week to get it, girl. You know you have to break those jokes all the way down first. Like you have to be like, okay, I'm finna make a comment about the recent trend, you the birthday. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm ready. And then you gonna be like, she elevating, she the birthday balloons, and then I'm gonna gag. If not, I'm gonna be like, birthday balloons? She's getting a doctorate. It's not her birthday. What? Her birthday? Maybe I'm waiting on you to clear up the typo. She said, there's no typo. You're just late. Hey, Mia McDonald 6105. You've been talking to me all morning. I ain't spoke to you. Hey, B and Angie. Simplify. It's okay. I'm recently getting it too. I'm 39, girl. Okay? I'm 39. Okay? Just so you know. Okay. Any other light banter? or cute jokes. She late. She the birthday dinner guest. That I was confused as well. That's why you gotta be honest. It's always somebody that's going through the same shit as you. All the time. You ain't never special. If you think you special, that means you got work to do. You ain't special until you do whatever you do with it. Like, once you find out something's going on, whatever you do with it, that's what makes you special. Not the thing that's going on. Okay. Oh, we got 62 in here. Any more light banter? That was good. She's happy she's the birthday girl's real friends. She's happy she's the birthday girl's real friends. Hey, Lee. Because your real friends love you down. That real friends thing is, I was just in Memphis last weekend. Why was you here? Everybody defines real friends differently though. Like, you can't, like, she might, because you've been friends with her since kindergarten. You consider she was friends with y'all, been friends since kindergarten. Good morning, Coco homegirl. Y'all was friends since kindergarten. Y'all went to college together. She was a bridesmaid in your wedding. She's godmother to your child. So these 4 characteristics about her, you will tell me that this is a real friend. But like the girl who be real passive aggressive with you, the girl who you can't, like, when y'all be like my least favorite thing to hear people say is, I got good news, but I gotta keep it to myself because to keep it from getting tainted. And so I was like, why would you be telling your enemies? Here I go. Why would you be telling your enemies your good news? You're supposed to be telling the people who love you so they can love all over it, put warmth all over it, like they candles and incense on your behalf, so that thing can go from good to great. Why? Oh, I'm not telling it to my enemies. I'm telling it to my friends. You're not telling it to your friends. If you worried about telling your friends and you worried about it being tainted by telling your friends, that's why I be like, you telling your business, because those are not friends. I can give my ideas to my friends while I'm still developing them. I can tell my friends about opportunities that are coming upon me. And by the time they get through pouring love and hope and optimism all over it, by the time they get through doing their work and drinking their wine and lighting their candles and incense and believing in me and loving me and caring about me and wanting what's best for me, by the time they get done with all of that, the opportunity go from this to this. The idea go from this to this. You feel you can conquer the world. If you got to hold stuff from folks because they're going to taint it, it might be time to put them under a microscope. Safety means we can share our creativity even if it's not correct, even if it's not if it's not in its final or best form yet. And if you really want to get into it, if you sharing your creativity, your thoughts, your feelings, your whatever with people who love you, who see it for you, and who also see you, you can share it with them and they'll help you to enrich it based on what they know about you, based on how they experience you. Like even how I packed up my presentations for Cinnamon and Sage, it was my biggest supporters that was like, you need to start having dinner parties. If you want to sell it, they kept saying, you want to, look how beautifully packed you got everything. You want to set a table so bad. And they was like, I could tell you would be good at setting a table because look at how you did our napkins. And look at how you set everything up. And look at how when I get the box, everything is set up. You want to set a table so bad. You need to start having dinner parties. Instead of me sharing my gifts with people, sending things and never hear from them. I don't know if it's good, bad, what. And I feel insecure. I feel nervous because soundboard system, if you will. I'm lost. Sowing seeds of hope and happiness is friendship. Hope. Sowing seeds of hope and happiness. I like that, actually. Anyway, so that real friends thing is always strangers support you before those that are closest. No. You don't even, and we can really get into it. It's KB for real. You can take that sometimes off of there. Because if it's 55 of us in here and 25 of us want to make content, the reason why we're afraid to is because the people that we know can see us, and we're afraid that we're going to learn that they don't really see it for us. You're right. It's a shame. Yeah. You afraid to find out that your friends won't support your endeavors. You're afraid to start something new. And this is coming from standing behind a chair and talking to women for a lot of years about their ideas and what they want to do and what they want to do creatively and how they want to build and how they want to stretch and how they want to expand. They're more worried about the people that they know than strangers. It's like, good morning, Nichelle. It's a whole world out there. They more worried about the 15 people they know personally. You will flourish the minute you see the world as your audience. Yes. Had to listen to your message twice this morning. Found this out and completely left Instagram. And I hate you deleted that Instagram. Miami Blue created a beautiful body of work. A beautiful, intentional body of work that would have been inspiration for her and others. Snatched it down. Snatched it down. All she got is random screenshots to remember it. That's why I don't post on Facebook. I done just abandoned my Facebook. I don't even know what's going on over there. And I've abandoned my personal Instagram. I only be on Lady of the House Instagram. You know you can be rebuilt, so that's okay. And I appreciate that for sure, because I know a lot of folks that let's talk about this. I know I can rebuild, so it's okay. I know I can rebuild by woo! I ghosted my Facebook right after high school. I don't want to see y'all no more. Not just creativity. Love. Friendship. Care. Dare I won't say it. Abundant. You scared to get rid of people and things. That's why I said, if you make it the have all be all, it will be. Oh, renewable resources. Stop. Hold on. Hold on. Abundant in abundance. Love, care, creativity. Yep. So we were talking about friends this morning. Me too, Lee. Lord help me, I got to keep my seat. We might need, Cozy Rosie, we might need to employ the usher board. I know it's Thursday. We might need to employ the usher board early because things are happening. Activate the usher board early, really. So we have these relationships that we feel. Let me keep it always ready. Things we want to get rid of, people we want to get rid of. That's why I be like, do a purge. One of the things I will say, one of the things that did teach me, make me comfortable with getting rid of people, was getting rid of things like purging. Like I want to clear out this space. I never want to live a minimalist kind of thing, but I just want less of this stuff. So like, how long has it been since trash it. Don't think about it. Trash it. My favorite thing to do is go into my loved ones' homes and purge, because I get back on that plane and I get home and they be like, oh, I feel so much better. I know. I decided to break up what you did. Purging is I put my purse down and picked up the altar. Great. Clock in immediately as things going on. Purging things and people. And a lot of us go through a people purge a lot. Especially if you grow, if you in a continuity of growth. The people around you, that's why I said in that voice memo this morning, things hold energy, get rid of things. Correct. That's why I be telling y'all, don't wait till after your birthday to break up with him. Why you want gifts from a man you don't want to be with? Don't break up with him after Christmas. Break up with him now. Why you want gifts from a man you don't want to be with? I've been feeling heavy today. I'm going to just throw a bunch of shit away. Just throw a bunch of shit away, girl. Delete some pictures off your phone. Throw a bunch of shit away. Anyway, what was I saying? I've had a brain fart. 3 bags of clothes I want to throw away because I can't find someone to pick. Dump them off at the Goodwill, girl. I put things, hold energy, get rid of things. Getting rid of things changes and flows. The energy is supposed to move. Yes. Delete apps you don't use too. Moving out of state taught me a lot about detachment, because I got rid of everything. I've done that where it was just like, moving, take them to women's shelters. Excellent idea. Moving, that's why I be like, move, quit your job and change your number. Like if you get a new job, Beth will tell you about that. You get a new job, you move to a new place. It's like living on a different planet. You get to be this version of yourself that you've been working on, deleting pics, throw away stuff, and rearranging everything in my place. You get to experience a new version of yourself that you really don't get to experience when you're around people that you grew up with, that you're around, like even the people you're in community with, people that you've known. That's why I be like, if you're 40, the friend that you made in kindergarten is not your real friend. The friends that you make during, after your becoming, the friends, the people that you connect to when you're evolved and evolving, those be your real friends. Because these people, like, if your friend grew up with you and you have to decenter your parents, but she love her parents and your parents, and she not decentering her parents because maybe she having a different experience, or she don't have the nuts to decenter hers, she'll just try to convince you that you don't know what you're talking about. Because she living, but we over here like, nah, it'll be to your benefit. If we haven't been in true connection in the last year, you do not know me. And yes, I'll even say 6 months. That's why you have to stay in touch with people, because if you have to stay in touch with the people that's important to you, or hope that y'all in alignment, whether y'all around each other or not. Because if you growing and she growing and you growing and she growing and you growing and she growing and you haven't talked in 2 years, when you get in front of her, y'all gonna pick up where y'all left off, because we still been growing. We just been busy. Even friends from college, maybe even 3 months. Good morning, the Haley Show, girl. Hold on. I had to tell a few. Your experience with your mother is not mine with my mother. Correct. And so it's like, they'll still try to keep it, but that's your mom, or you can't do that, or just talk to her. And it's like, if I could talk, this is my mother. If I could talk to her, I would have been talking to her my whole life. This is my father. If I could talk to him, I would have been talking to him my whole life. I'm in college. Them folks is not your friends. You in college? How old are you? But that's your mom. But that's what I'm saying. They saying you came from her. She birthed you. But they're saying it's like, and I have this conversation with our elders a lot. It's like, is this a safe space? I don't like low maintenance friendships, because if we really talk, equals not friends. I got a friend like this. And I been so busy with Lady of the House Media. And because we don't talk as much as we used to, because I've been so busy with my new endeavors, she has totally she played me totally to the left now. And it's like, even when I tried to like reach out every day to kind of like reestablish our connection, because she already shared her feelings about this, she was already done. But I did that. She didn't want to be put on no schedule. She didn't want, like, I was like, well, I'll just reach out every day just to check in. It felt inauthentic to her, because if I was able to do that, I would have been doing it. So now she's not featuring me at all, which I don't blame her. I understand these things. I'm sad. I really did try, but she off me now, girl. I can't blame her. Next caller. I'm not sharing my problems all the time. I try to share my joys. This is a tough subject. It's a little give and take, yeah, but I have a hard time with my capacity. Like the wife, the mother, the new stuff, the cinnamon and sage, it's like she don't want to feel like an afterthought. And I understand that. And even trying to like give us a different, like restructure the friendship, she not interested. Like that, I had one chance and I'm out of it. And I'm like, okay, well maybe you had some resentment or stuff, something you didn't never really get a chance to, but you did make an effort. Yeah, I did. But yeah, you are growing and changing, and she gotta have space for that. I can't. And again, me keep pulling and tugging on her, even though I know she ain't featuring me, ain't gonna do nothing but make her mad. Me keep trying to figure it out. Like, that's what I think relationships that you want to hold on to are. You know, you constantly, she was looking for a reason. That's what I feel like. You might have just wanted to get the fuck on anyway. But it's like, I can't take you to lunch. I can't stop by and bring you a gift. You ain't featuring me at all. And it's like, if you're giving me your ass to kiss because I cherish you, I'll kiss your ass for a little while, but I have to be careful with that. Yeah, that's a little too strict. I usually give plenty of grace, especially if I can see effort. She said, ma'am, get the fuck on. You really did. You tried a lot of solutions and reached out. I did, but again, she just been too... And again, that I can't make that my problem. She's been disappointed a lot. And what I realized was, when I had to ask myself it was like, I would have needed to stay the same. What I realized was, there was no opportunities for growth, because it wasn't like you was reaching out and I wasn't responding. It was like, you wait for me to reach out, you don't hear from me, you get mad. You wait for me to reach out, you don't hear from me, you get madder. You wait for me to reach out. I don't have no issues with high maintenance friends. All my friends are high maintenance. This is tough. I have to be careful with my capacity. And so you're waiting for me to reach out. I'm too busy to reach out in the way I used to. Because it's not like I'm leaving you on red. When you reach out to me, I'm responding, but we're just not communicating as much as you would prefer. I'm not reaching out as much as you would prefer. And so you need to feel more effort from me than you used to, as much effort as you're used to, and I don't have the space and time for that. So really where the resentment comes in is that I don't, so what's being communicated to her is I don't have time for you. And so if that's how she feels, I'm just going to get rejection with every attempt because she's communicated that I don't have time for her. Even having a good morning, Coach T, even having to restructure our friendship, it communicates to her that I don't have time for her. And that's the part she don't like. So that what that says to me is I don't have enough space. I don't have space to grow. I don't have space to become. I have to stay seated on the couch, watching Housewives, and making my breakfast sandwiches. That's all I can do in order to fit in here. That's all I can do in order to belong here. If I need to do any more than that, that's not going to work for you. And so having to reckon with that, even having to reckon with if I don't reach out, because I didn't even realize that if I don't reach out, I don't hear from you. I didn't realize that until I got busy with work. I'm like, I haven't. And I haven't reached out. That's why we haven't talked, because I haven't reached out. Oh. I don't know, Jillian. Because I told you, I didn't tell nobody about Lady of the House Media. Everybody, all my friends who know about Lady of the House Media, who knew about Lady of the House Media as it was coming alive, are the people who found me online. Like you viral on the thing. What was you gonna say something? I wasn't gonna never say nothing. Well, you wouldn't know. And so I had to tell her, like in January, it was like, girl, this has taken me fast. Please excuse me. I'm back on track. But because the damage had already been done, but again, the damage was done because I wasn't reaching out every day anymore. It's not you don't have the capacity for her. She doesn't have the capacity for you. That's exactly it. Because even like last year, I was talking to her about something that I had read in God is a Black Woman. And I was really trying to have a conversation with her about it. And she was like, you got to stop reading all those books. Were you the one to initiate? No. Relationships, I was not the one. Relationships get different when you start going viral on social media. It's an odd space. Friendships should be able to survive with space. Agree. Yeah, she was like, what books you reading? But I was like, and so that was my first. It was like, I'm not allowed to expand in this way. Okay. So I just kept my thoughts and feelings about this particular subject matter to myself. Because we used to commune over books. That was the thing. It was like, I can only read a certain type of book because I'm trying to talk about what I've read in it was either when I was reading When God Was a Woman or God is a Black Woman. And it was like, what you reading? And I was like, okay. All right. But again, I didn't know that I was able to expand in these ways. And so I just brought it inward. Like I didn't share with nobody. One day she called and she asked me later if I trust her, and I was honest. She got off the phone and Lord help us. I was waiting on your next little part, my bad. But yeah, that's real, Miami Blue. Every time you tell me that you don't do low maintenance friendships, I'm always so disappointed about how comfortable people are to dismiss or disregard my interests. We've had the low maintenance friend, high maintenance friend conversation privately, Miami Blue, and it does make me look inward because I want friendship with you and I don't want to treat you like a low maintenance friend, but I do wonder if I'm capable. Like, I know that I treat all my friendships like they high maintenance. I know that I treat all my friends like a priority. But like even when I went to breakfast with Darius yesterday, Darius was so pleased. He was just looking at me like, Just in awe. Good morning, beauty darling. This is something I think about, lady. We're good. He was just so in awe of me. He was just like, whatever has happened to you, I love it. I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy for you. You just seem so much more vibrant and so much more sure of yourself and less rushed and less anxious. And he was trying to find the words to describe the experience he was having. Excuse me, y'all. And because he was like, well, what? We need a cry. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I should have already had them ready. My first day seeing your page and you radiate truly. I appreciate that, young one. I got it. Okay, we ready. Okay, I'm ready. You love my vulnerability? Me too, unfortunately. But I always, when you bring up the conversation, Miami Blue, about the high maintenance, low maintenance friendships, knowing that one of my goals is to have friendship with you, the kind of friendship that we both can cherish. I look at, because you remind me a lot of her in how strict you guys are and no nonsense. But you warm and fuzzy and pink and frilly inside. Like when I saw you with the pink sweater with the hearts, I said, there she is. Holding the little cat. There she is. Or was it a dog? That's what I see. But I know, like, with the bunny. But I know when you're being strict and strategic and you're doing your running sequences in the gym and you're getting up early and you're being strict about your diet and you're being, like, I know it's to protect her. And I want friendship with women who fiercely protect themselves. This is why this friendship breakup is going to be so hard for me, because she fiercely protects herself even from the people around her and their need to grow. You are. I know you are. I know you are. But I always look at myself. I always look at myself when I say that. Like, I'm like, I'm a tread lightly with that one because I don't want to mishandle her. I struggle deeply with this. I think we all should if we don't. Because how serious are you about the relationships you have, you want to have? Did you notice a major change in this friendship after your birthday trip? Oh, Lord. I'm strict for survival, to protect yourself. Yeah, because even when you was like, we'll get into it. Lord help me. I noticed a change in everything up after my birthday trip, to be honest, Valerie. I noticed a change in everything. That's why I was like, I couldn't come home and integrate into my old life because I didn't feel the same. I felt totally different. Nothing feels the same. None of my relationships feel the same. Some of them feel new and fresh. Like even I was not nervous to go to breakfast with Darius because Darius is always. Me and Darius went like 5 years without talking. I invited him to a dinner party. We sat at the table. We picked right back up where we left off. Even to the point where Darius knew when my mama died, it rang out all over this city. Darius, when his mama died, he didn't say shit because he knew how earth-shattering it was for my mama to die. I invited him to a dinner party in maybe February of the following year. He sat at my table and we reconnected for the first time in years. He told my mama died in October. He told me his mama died in November. We always like this. So when I sat at that breakfast table with him yesterday, And he was just like, what's going on? I said, I just got love all over me, precious. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. I said, I ain't never been around people who see, I ain't never been around this many people who see it for me and each other. What you see, I'm inspired. I'm inspired. I'm inspired. I'm inspired. I'm in all of your growth. Mine too. I don't know what it is. I love hearing the birds out your window. Me too. That's why I opened that window up. It's beautiful to see. Yeah. Happy Thursday, L. But that's what I was saying. Miami Blue is that sometimes, thank y'all, your growth will offend the people who love you. Hey, Beth, we was just talking about you moving, quitting your job, and changing your number. How do we balance? Wait a minute. The need to connect and hold space for people to be human and drop the ball. No matter the time frame, he has remained the same. He has. How do we balance the need to connect and hold space for people to be human and drop the ball? How do we balance the need to connect and hold space for people? If you're constantly connecting and holding space for yourself, and I think a lot of this has to do with intuition. Like, you can tell when people, it's the difference between somebody dropping the ball because they are overwhelmed and they're trying to, like, we're all living, we're rebuilding, rebuilding, learning, rebuilding, learning. If you can see somebody trying, I think somebody said this already, if you can see somebody trying to grow and build and become, hey, Miss Madam C, and connect and do, you don't take it personally if they drop the ball because, you know, they just got a lot going on. They're trying to juggle everything. If somebody dropped the ball by, if your boyfriend dropped the ball by getting overwhelmed and fucking the next bitch, he gotta go. Your friend's not gonna drop the ball by mishandling you, disrespecting you. But if you feel some distance because they too busy trying to get settled into a new space, a new life, a new job, a new experience, and you know what it's like to have newness in your life and how hard it is to connect to the newness, and you know that you can drop the ball and you hold space for yourself, it's easy. One of the things that I struggle with my friend, this specific friend, is she's so hard on herself. She's disgusting with herself when she makes a mistake or she doesn't perform perfectly. The reason why I have spent years trying to convince her to let up off herself is because I knew there was going to come a day when I was going to need her to relax and let up off of me, and she wasn't going to be able to do it because she don't do it for herself. No matter the time. Okay. Why is it? Oh, Lord, hold on. Hey, Ariane. Why is that? Why it offends them like that? Because, mamas, your voice had me tearing up. We love you. I love y'all too. Going through this exact thing right now, getting to know my new self. Yeah. So the reason why, what was your question? Forgive me. It's going so fast. It offends them like that. I was just saying this. Hey, Cherry Bomb, you from around the corner, ain't it? The reason why it's important, this is why I be like, if you're going to be at work, your friends going to have to be at work. If you're going to be at work, the people you talk to every day, the people you commune with every day, going to have to be at work. If you're reading, the people around you going to have to be reading. And what I learned from my experience with y'all, well, welcome, is not only do we have to be reading, but we have to be reading. The friendship breakup I had, Miss Girl gave me 0 grace because she's like that with herself. Glad I caught your live. Now, this ain't nothing like round the corner now. This ain't nothing like round no corner. This ain't nothing like round no corner. You're going to have to strap in. That's what I realized. And so, like, I'm settling in to recognize being my own best friend allowed me not to grip so tightly. I'm fine with casual. And I guess because She's so strict that I'm her only friend. And my mama was like that. And my mama was so strict. I love round the corner, but I'm ready. Okay. I wanted my mama to have a friend like me. While she was raising me, having somebody to be with in the way that I am with my friend. I wanted my mama to have it. And her and my mama are a lot alike. And so but even with that, it's like I'm making these things my problem. Like I'm making these things my responsibility. And it's not my responsibility to cultivate friendships for other people. I have tried to provide a space. It's hard being a friend's only friend. You don't want to let the friendship. That's why I hold on so tight, because I want you to have friendship. I want you to have friendship from me as I want friendship with you. But if I'm not allowed to drop the ball over here in the name of my own growth and development, and realize I've dropped the ball in the name of my own growth and development, and in the name of my own growth and development, restructure this friendship, currently making a hard decision about this. What I always want us to know is you're not doing shit by yourself. You're not doing nothing by yourself. The reason why I come over here and have these conversations the way I do is because I never want you to think for 1 millisecond that any of the things that you're experiencing, you're the only person under the sun that's experiencing them. You are not that special. And I love you. And I want you to be special. But this is not the way you're going to be special. This is not how you're going to get your speciality. By going through stuff by yourself. Because you think you so special that ain't nobody else going through a friendship breakup. You think you so special that ain't nobody else got a shit bag for a husband. Because it feels like I am sometimes. Sometimes I'm intimidated to talk about the challenges. You probably been silenced. I've literally had to tell myself that while crying. You are not the first person to go through this. Coach T! Coach T! You in here? I wrote it down, and I don't remember what notebook I wrote it down in. Coach T got this little thing she say to patronize herself. She got this little thing she say when she get to feeling all pathetic. I don't remember what it was, but it was good. I'll ask her the next time we see her. I'll try to remember. I have friendship trauma, I believe, because this combo is terrorizing me. We deserve to talk about friendships. We deserve to get detangled. We deserve to have conversations that stress us the fuck out so we can figure out what's going on. Thank you, Humble Beginning 09. Thank you. Last few years, I've been a huge priority for myself. Casual has been great. I didn't have the capacity then. Yeah, I was just talking to my sister about this. What specifically, Alicia, when you talk, hold on, I missed a whole bunch of stuff Cozy Rosie said. Only friend either. Being anyone's only friend will never work. Just like in romantic relationships. You can't be their only friend either. Yeah. What have you decided to do about your own friendship with your friend? Okay. And this is triggering and enlightening. Hey, Sandra, you think it's more hurtful because you choose your friends over being obligated to people? Choose. What have you decided to do about your own friendship with your friend? I have decided to let the things happen that my consiglieres promised. And my consiglieres promised me this. If I continue to grow, all of the relationships that I am not, all of the people that I am not in alignment with will fall away. And so all it has done is made me more committed to my growth so that those relationships can fall away. Maybe I won't feel like such a shitbag. We pick friends that play us to the left because our mom played us to the left. Damn. Hey, Mimi. That's what I've decided to do. Continue to grow. Finish The Artist Way. Continue to read Women Who Run with Wolves. How do I get mentally ready to move out? How do I get mentally ready to move out abroad? I don't think you can ever mentally prepare yourself because America has comforts that other countries just do not have. They have smaller bathrooms. Sometimes they smell. Sometimes they don't have central heating and air. Be animals everywhere. It's nothing you can do to mentally prepare. The only thing you can do is, hold on, your who? Consiglieres. You came in at the right time. Japanese bathrooms are the best. Where you going? I've been living in Ghana since 2020. How do you like that, Ghana? A friendship break kind of started my healing journey. I'm thinking Europe or Canada. Oh, Canada won't be too bad. Canada won't be too bad. If you moving to Canada, that's an easy transition. Canada, yeah. Yeah. Get ready to revise your definition of comfort and fulfillment. Yeah. It's peaceful. My peace of mind is top tier. For the loved one that asked about a consigliere. A consigliere is just a trusted advisor. A trusted advisor. Somebody you can take your whole life and give it to them and go pee and come back and you'll find it better than you left it. Consigliere. Counselor. Right hand man. Woman. Trusted confidant. Consigliere. This is good. When I stopped running from myself, I didn't mind people mirroring. Now, that's a big one. That's a big one. I love, like, these women that have come into my life recently and they mirror me. I cherish them so much. You show favoritism to your mirrors. That's how you know you the real deal. If your mirrors come along and you show favoritism, if you get him all your love and all your favor and all your warmth and all your time, you're that girl. But if your mirrors trigger you and make you want to fight like stray cats in the street, you ain't worth a shit. Hey, V. Smith, if people get to mirroring you and you get to losing your mind, you ain't worth a shit. I immediately think of Golden Girls when I hear confidant. I share more about, I can share more about Ghana. It's too much to type. Okay. Hey, Keisha. Okay. Do you share stuff about Ghana on your Phoenix Rising Lifestyle page? Can we just follow you? Is this appropriate for my classroom? Oh. Okay. Excuse us. Business woman. Proceed with caution. Okay. I was very private until 3 months ago. What made you become less private? The house is on fire. Overcoming my fear. Okay, we'll talk to you about it one day. Overcoming your fear of visibility. Oh, is demoting friends a part of the process? Mimi, you know not to ask me about demoting people. Demoting people just lets us know that you don't have the nuts to throw them away. I can't believe we're all going the same thing. Cut. That's what I'm saying. You finna go on a fake bitch pipeline by demoting friends. You can watch any season, any episode of Housewives and see the negative impact of demoting a friend instead of just getting rid of her ass. Or him. But you can't demote people because, number one, if you could have a conversation with them, you would, and you wouldn't need to demote them. Let's start there. The second thing is you're going to demote them. They're going to feel the change. I don't know how to say I don't like y'all no more. Oh, yes, you do. You see how you just said it like that to us, and you don't even have a... I just leave the chat and don't say shit. You could just back away slowly. I had a best friend who applied for an apartment in my name. What kind of roguish ass? Fuck them. Excuse me. I hope you had some folks ride down on her. I hope you had some of those guys that go to the gas station to get those masks that cover their whole faces and just leave their eyes, nose, and lips out. I hope you got a couple of those guys around you that can ride down on somebody like that. My best friend's family members did her like that. And she still lend them money. She still look out for their kids. She still... I'm like, that was a major violation. And fucked her credit up. Did it. And fucked her credit up. So when it was time for her to get a new apartment, she had to shell out a ton of money to make repairs so that she can provide a life for her. She on her own. These people got men in their houses. She on her own. Did you show her your 3B certification? I don't even know what that is. Major violation. I just let her go. She thought it wasn't bad because she used a CP. This is why I be like, if your friends are not integral, it may take a minute, but they gonna get to you. Just because y'all been friends for 10 years and she ain't violated you yet, if she's not integral, she gonna get around to you. This is why I be like, it's better to be by yourself than be around shitbags. I hate that happened to you. I hope it has made you significantly more strict. I hope it has made you significantly more strict. If you don't want to have no new friends for a while, I understand. If you want to make people jump through hoops before they come back around there, before you offer them your friendship, I understand. If you still had a heart and a warmth, wonderful for you. But if you don't, understandable. Totally understandable. So, if I see that a friend lacks loyalty to their partner, tell me what you mean by this. Right, Alicia. I know. You're gonna let us know. It was something else I was going. Oh, what I'll say is this. I had a friend who used to. So she'll have a boyfriend. She'll have a boyfriend for a while. She'll lose interest in that boyfriend, and instead of breaking up with him, she'll just start cheating on him with the next guy. She'll find out the original guy was cheating on her, and then she'll crash out and break up with him. She'll invest herself in this new relationship. This guy will get boring to her. She will start cheating on him. She will find out he's cheating on her, crash out, break up with him. So this is how she moved in and out of relationships. All of that drama and fuck shit used to get on my nerves. But because I thought, hey, E, my bad. I thought this was what it meant to be friends. I just had to sit up and listen to her. We sitting at Chili's over a triple dipper. And all she got to talk about is the drama and fuck shit that come with, hey, Be the Visionary, hey, Ronnie the Body, her weaving in and out of these relationships with these guys. Also, she never spends no time. She was never single. She would just go from it. She would just evolve from man to man, evolve from man to man, evolve from man to man. Just, and it wasn't evolve. It would just go from man to man, man to man, man to man. Everything overlapped, man to man, man to man. And as I started to resent her because it's like, you're gonna never be single. We all live in the lives a little different. I'd be like in a different font. And so I didn't have words to explain why that was a problem. But I knew it was a problem. And so if I don't like how you move, here's the thing. Let's do it like this. If you don't like how she moved, don't be her friend. In and out of relationships, at work, with herself, at home. If you don't like how she moved, do not be her friend. Because you're going to be judging her. You're going to be looking down on her. You don't deserve that. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I was sitting at breakfast with my friend yesterday glowing is because the only thing I've been doing for the past 6 months is spending time with women that I love, cherish, and adore. I don't have a lick of hate in my goddamn heart. Disdain. Resentment. This is why I be like, spend time with women you cherish. Spend time with women you respect. Spend time with women you love. Spend time with women you adore. Only. It's like, well, because y'all be like, oh, I got these friends over here and they're great. But these friends over here, and it's like, did she ever start moving funny with you? She moved funny with me her whole relationship. And I'm going to tell you what would happen. I knew that she was moving funny with me because her mama started acting funny with me. And it was like, you been snarking out with your mama, bitch. You still skinning and grinning with me, but your mama being coarse and curt and mean to me. And now I'd be like, what's gotten into your mama? Why your mama being so weird? Oh, girl, I don't know. Don't pay her no attention. That's your mama. Why your mama acting like that all of a sudden? Not speaking, rolling her eyes. Now, this somebody that used to be super nice to me. I always was at their house. What's going on with your mama? What's going on with your mama? Girl, I don't know. You know she crazy. Oh, okay. Why does your mom feel the need to protect you from me? She wasn't even protecting me. She just had to act like she didn't want me around. You will always know about how the people around him. I say this. I went to Nashville to go see about Doc while she was having her surgery. She would be on the phone. Now, all her friends, brain surgeons, plastic surgeons, they got all of these distinguished. And I'm just me, sitting at home making parfaits and watching Housewives. And she got on the 3-way, 4-way, 5-way with her friends. Carlissa's there? Can I talk to her? Whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all want with me? But because of the way she talk about me, and it felt like they was fanning out. And it was like, why y'all going up for me like this? My friend love me. My friend love me. I could tell by how her people act with me. Are you still going to be there when I get there Thursday? Can we go eat? Can we? I said, girl, you this lady friend. My friend, that's when I knew my friend see it for me. And remember, this the friend that I had to break up. We was a group of 3. I broke up. I broke out of that group of 3, kept Doc. And now we tighter than we ever been. Which the third in our friendship was her cousin. She took it personally at first because she family oriented. We're able to have so much freedom, flexibility, and vulnerability in our friendship now that her cousin is not a part of what we got. Strangers. We went to high school together. It's different, but me and her cousin was closer. Are you guys ever around each other anymore? Me and the cousin or me and the dog? They keep her away from me. We was intertwined. Our friendship breakup, people likened it to Tony and Jones' friendship breakup. And I was like, if you feel like that, then go back and watch Girlfriends. Don't try to guilt me into getting back together with that girl by saying this is heartbreaking, this is as bad as Tony and Jones. Go back and watch Tony and Jones' friendship. And you tell me if they should have broke up. Because that's not going to make me feel no kind of way. But now they keep me away from her because I'm very honest. Because her aunt, her 70-year-old aunt is one of my closest friends. We had a marriage. I dissolved a marriage. We was pregnant at the same time. Tony and Raglass Joan, girl. A prime example. That's why I was like, you're not going to convince me to get back together with her by telling me this was as hard on you as Tony and Jones breakup. Because Tony and Jones deserve to break up. We was pregnant at the same time. She got married in 2017. I got married in 2020. We was bridesmaids in each other's weddings. We went to high school together. When I got kicked out of England, she was waiting on me at the airport to bring friends, married. Their friendship shouldn't have made it into their adulthood. It should not have. It should not have. But girl, you gotta get the fuck on. But I have beautiful relationships with her whole family, and so it was hard because they kept trying to. I got kicked out of England. How do you break up with her and keep her family? It's not fair to her. But some people was like, you're not breaking up with me, girl. I'll see you at lunch. Do you still have good relationships with them? Everyone. When my mama died, those people jumped up and rallied around me. Like, even her, she sent a little $50 DoorDash gift card when my mama died. Because a lot of people do use detriment, death, discomfort, sadness, hey, cash, to try to get back in. Because people like that just think she throwing a tantrum, she'll be back. She throwing a tantrum, she'll be back. She's so emotional. She just feeling her feelings, she'll be back. Because even her family was like, she just pregnant and emotional, she'll be back. And it's like, my pregnant self is the one who got rid of her. I'm trusting that lady. If my pregnant self was the one who jumped up and said, bitch, get the fuck on, I'm trusting her. You can't. I ended a 20-year friendship that I ended, and I also had to end it with her family. That's similar to my old best friend. I'm still cool with her family. Even our sons are best friends. I used to do that. Not anymore. When I'm done, I'm out. Yeah. But like, we just, like, I still have lunch with her mamas keep her distance because me and her mama was super tight. Like, I used to have to be like, stop telling my friend you want her to be more like me. Stop telling her that do not make her feel good. Let her be her own woman. And if you don't love her how she is, you need to learn to, because that's your daughter. This is the relationship I got with her mama. Stop telling her stop doing her like that. So it was hard to get untangled. Because me no longer being in contact with her mama, also, it was coarser for her because her mom was so weird and judgmental with her all the time. And me telling her, stop treating my friend like that. She needs somebody to tell her, stop treating my friend like that. Stop doing her like that. You be gentler with her. You're her mommy. And if she dusty, if you mad at her for being dusty and raggedy, guess who she learned how to be dusty and raggedy from? You mad because she not pulled up and polished? My mama was a beauty queen. What would you expect? This is the current friendship dynamic I'm in the process of breaking up with. Get rid of their ass. Don't demote them. Because you're going to have to be a fake bitch in order to demote her. You're going to have to be totally fake. Because she going to be like, I feel like you acting different with me. Hey, Creole Virgo. And you're not going to tell her you acting different. You're going to be like, I'm just. And if you had the nuts to be like, I'm cool on you for a little while, you got the nuts to tell her to get the fuck on, Merry Christmas, get out of her life, get her out of your life, get out of her. But the reason why you want to demote your friends is because you don't have the nuts to get rid of them. You want to be a fake bitch about it. Don't be fake. You're going to have to be strict in one way or another as we get older. We're going to have to become stricter with our diets, stricter with our schedules, stricter with the way we take care of ourselves. You might as well start to embody that strict zhuzh now. You ain't doing nothing else. Even if it is, you need to work. Hey, doc. You need to learn. You need to start conditioning. You know how, like, before they have basketball tryouts, they do conditioning. Before they have cheerleader tryouts, they do. You was not direct, Mimi. If you was direct, that's what I'm saying, embodiment. You can't say you direct and you want to demote a friend, can you, Mimi? Can you say you're direct, Mimi? I know a direct Aries when I see one. And direct Aries do not demote friends. They burn the house down and light their blunt with the flames. That's why I'm glad you ain't let that bitch skip you in line around me day. I'm glad you ain't let that lady skip you. Mimi, you don't think I know what a direct Aries look like? That's what I'm saying. Actually, I came here to talk to y'all about intuition, trusting yourselves, and trusting others by their fruit. Demoting don't feel right because you're direct. That's what I'm saying. But if you were truly direct, Mimi, the idea of demotion would not have even come upon you. Direct mean you skip over all the bullshit and shoot straight from the hip. If you were direct, skipping over all the bullshit is avoiding and ignoring the people who trying to talk you out of it. I'm the queen of cutting off. I thought I was growing by giving grace. Ooh. Give yourself the grace. Grace draws people in. Grace draws people in. The only person you need to be drawing closer to you when you're making an icky decision, when you're feeling uncomfortable, is yourself. When you feel conflict or distance between you and somebody else, give yourself the grace not them. I'm currently learning not to doubt myself, and I appreciate this. Because the people around you are there to make you feel crazy. The people around you have built a box up around you. The people around you, family, friends you've had for years, you're standing in the middle and they're forming a box around you. And the only way you can exist in this world is if you remain inside the box. Now, you may live in a big box with a big house and a nice car and stuff, but you're still inside of this box. The people are forming the structure. In order to break out, expand, grow, expand, and break out of the structure, it's going to be painful for you. Breaking out of anything is going to be painful for you, but it's also going to be painful for the people you're going to have to break out of and move past to get out of the box. You're going to have to deal with yourself, expand. Once you deal with yourself, dealing with everybody else is not an issue for you. If you have properly dealt with yourself, if you properly deal with yourself, you have no issues with dealing with nobody else. Now, if you're having a hard time dealing with others, it's because you ain't dealing with yourself. That's why I be like, be strict with yourself so you can be strict with others. If you too lax with other people, it's because you're too lax with yourself. This let me know that don't matter either. This let me know that don't matter either. Ma'am, someone I love and respect recently said, I put myself in a box and I'm refusing to free myself. And who's in that box with you, Miss Madam C? Who's in that box with you? Who's in that box with you? When your mama get in the box, okay. When your mama get in the box, she expects you to be in there too. I think Valerie was talking about this is the kind of stuff that come up in a heroine's journey. If your mama is in a box, sometimes the box that you're in, you just in it with your mama. Like, you don't have a special box. The same people that's boxing your mama in is also boxing you in. And so you have to break out. So sometimes if you're inside the box with your mama, you got to deal with yourself first. And then immediately you're going to have to deal with your mama. Because that's what I'm saying, Miss Madam C. You better get free. Or once that daughter get free, she going to have to get the fuck away from you. Excuse me. If you don't get free now, when that daughter realizes that she going to have to get free, she going to have to get the fuck away from you in order to get free. And you going to miss her because she all you got. And you'll surround yourself with women who also box themselves in. Or who are also boxed in. It has already started. What are you willing to release for your new life? You ain't never lied. She is talking truth because it literally has been my experience with my mom. I'm not losing my relationship with my daughter for the one mom, for the one my mom refused to work on with me. Yeah, how much does it cost you to belong? How much is it costing you? Because if it's costing you yourself, so everybody not going to make the kind of sacrifice. Your children get to decide, your daughter get to decide if she going to sacrifice herself to belong. She may decide that she don't want to sacrifice herself to belong. But because you sacrifice yourself to belong, y'all not going to get along. My heroine's journey is gagging me. The heroine's journey is gagging me. Now on relationships with fathers as a daughter. I couldn't be my mother's daughter and be my daughter's mother. So I had to let her go. And sometimes just being your daughter's mother is reparenting yourself. Sometimes you can't properly see about yourself because you being your mama's daughter. Sometimes self-neglect means I got to be my mama's daughter. Self-neglect is gather your coins and get your freedom papers. I'll be talking about identity in today's live. Ooh-wee. Yes, I'm doing both. Reparenting myself while mothering my daughter. And we appreciate you for this. Thank you to Phoenix Rising. Um, I don't know, y'all. All this has to do with your lady. Ask Coach T about the quote. Coach T! Let me make sure she's still in here. Hey, Lindsay, Libby Choice. What quote? Okay. Coach T, remember when we was talking about self-loathing, feeling loathing, feelings needed to hear this. Cut my mother off in 2024. She always feels the need to humble me. Anybody want to humble you, Lord help them. You were saying something like, something you say to yourself when you feeling all down and in despair and like you're the only one feeling all of the ickiness that you be feeling. And it was something really snarky but regal. Do you remember what it was? That mother-daughter connection is a bitch. It will keep you bound until you heal. Oh, and you were right about the nieces. Girl, those people are not your problem. That reparenting has, and it feels to you, Coach T. That reparenting has been my biggest challenge, and grieving the mom I'll never have. Grieving the mom you'll never have. Mm-hmm. Girl, they feel to it. They must not want us to get it. It hurts so fucking bad. Cause you, and then like, that's why I be like, you gotta really reckon with the mom thing, because no one's going to be able to usher you through that. No one's gonna be able to replace her. No one, poor you. It must be hard being so important. Yeah. Yeah. The only person that ever had to go through anything ever. You just the only somebody that ever had to go through anything ever. Lord help you, poor thing. But it feels amazing being the mom my little needs. Yeah. And won't. Living grief can be a devastating experience. Living grief can be a devastating experience. Grief is devastating. Yeah. But also, it's if you weren't able to, she said that to herself, Dominique. She says these things to herself. You were about to talk about the mother wound, I believe. Since my one-on-one, my daughter and I have gotten so much happier. I appreciate that, Miss Madam C. I appreciate that for you and her. I think I'm always talking about the mother wound, but there's no one that's going to be able to, because like we get in relationships with men who have mommy issues and we think we can nestle in nicely. Most of my mother's sisters are horrible moms. You can tell based on me, my sister and I could, oh yeah. Yeah, you can look at the fruit. Let's do this. The reason why I be internal villain, she's very bitchy and she has a way with words, girl. The reason why I'm so desperate to convince y'all to trust yourself and your intuition, trust yourself, don't worry about it. Like, that's what I was gonna say. The box you live in, the box that you're in, the people that shape you are designed to keep you literally being in a box. You get treated like a padded room. They're trying to keep you crazy. Like, being in a box is really crazy. Like, it's the crazy part. Coming out, my cousins have beautiful bonds with my aunts and their children. Hard not to be jealous. Hard not to be jealous of that. I heard an adaptation of it in a movie or a book before, and KSC said something, baby. I was in her live stream yesterday on Substack. I was like, girl, you was over there? sounds like she needs to parent herself. Reparent. She working on the V Smith. I was like, I'm glad I ain't got no wig back on, girl, because she would have blew my wig back yesterday. And then she be talking about stuff so dark that we could never bring it up in these live streams. She be like, don't share my information. Don't talk about me. Don't talk to me. Don't engage. Don't share my shit. If you catch me, you catch me. If you don't, you don't. Don't talk to men about what I'm doing. Don't be listening to my shit around men. Respect my boundaries. And I understand why. I said, ma'am. Girl, you missed a heavy one. It's usually so late for you. What time is it where you are? The people that you love, girl, it was incredible. The people that you love keep you from your intuition. They gatekeep your intuition from you. The people that you love, Cinderella Detox, Kennedy St. Charles, 3:21 p.m. in Ghana. Okay, not too bad. They gatekeep your intuition from you. And I learned that from my relationship breakup with my brother. Is that the people your family specifically, your friends, like the people you grew up with, the people that you in direct community with, the people you spend holidays with, the people you invite to your kids' birthday parties, your bridesmaids, those people are gatekeeping your intuition from you. Because y'all need each other. When you see red flags, you have to ignore them. When you want to talk about things, they be like, protect your peace, don't say nothing, protect your peace. You being messy. They expect you to sweep things under the rug, lie to yourself, lie to them, all of that stuff. Which that's what builds the box. That's what builds out the box. Your intuition is what you expand, you break out of the box. It's your intuition that moves people out of your way. It's the intuition that allows you to trust yourself enough to expand to get the people out of your way. So now that you have your intuition intact, you to move out of these people that keep you from trusting yourself out of the way. Now you can trust yourself. So when y'all be like, I don't have trust, I don't trust women. You don't trust yourself. Y'all have to be careful with talking about how y'all don't trust. Because only thing it tells me is that you're not trustworthy. You got to totally abandon the impact of your experience. Yeah. And so when y'all be talking about how you don't trust nobody, girl, I be like, you don't. But then when I act like I don't trust you, it's like, you always make me pull up in front of your house. Why you don't never let me in? Why you always meet me? Why you be inviting everybody else to tea? You be inviting everybody else to lunch at your house. Why you ain't never invited me to lunch at your house? Because I can't trust you. How you figure you can't trust me? Because you don't have trust. Why should I trust you when you don't trust nobody? Why am I keeping somebody to keep people around him that they can't trust at my house? And it'll be bitches acting a fool in my front yard. You got to stay away from my land, bitch. You say you don't have trust, then you can't come around here. If you can't trust nobody, I understand. Hey, Toya. If you can't trust nobody, I understand. I'm not going to try to convince you to trust folks, because you probably live in a world where everybody is untrustworthy, including you, and I cannot get in between you and that. But you can't get mad because I keep trustworthy people around me, and I keep you at the local burger joint away from my shit. Away from my baby. I just realized I never seen light switching. I just realized, did you just realize that? I just run me and you and so Josh going to double day. Oh, I realized you did realize that. If you trust yourself, you can't have trust issues. You know how to move accordingly. This is what I'm saying. Trusting yourself and trusting others. And how you learn to trust others. I heard an adaptation of it in a movie or a book before, and KSC said something about it. Not you just realize double date stress me out. Because I be like, I know you finna go, you got a shit bag in your house. When I sit at those restaurants with other married couples, here's the thing. The only time me and Josh don't leave double dates totally stressed is when we go on double dates with queer couples. And sometimes we'll sit with two lesbians, and that mask one be real patriarchal, be real coarse, and it's like, you know you're not a man, don't it? You know you can be a woman. And then Josh be confused too because Josh is not male-centered. Josh do not apply. So it's like, you the only one sitting here acting like this. And you doing this because you think you finna impress Josh. And Josh feeling sorry for your partner because she got a hellion in her house. Anyway, so trusting others by their fruit. Like, you can trust people if you understand. That's why I be like, you can't be a pattern interruption specialist if you ain't interrupt no patterns. Like, if I'm looking at you and I can look at you and I can see a myriad of patterns that you need to interrupt, you can't help me interrupt no patterns. Because you got patterns you need to we all got patterns we need to interrupt. But if I can look at you and tell you got patterns that you need to interrupt and you ain't interrupted those, you can't help me with my pattern interruption. Your fruit is telling your business. She don't trust me, I don't. Because I trust myself and I said I ain't seeing it. And so I can trust this lady because look at all the pets. She get up early. She eat clean. She goes to the gym. And she used to have issues with this discipline, food, all these things. Good morning, sweetheart. Grand Rising, Goddess Rosemary Taylor. I ain't seen you in 100 years, it seemed like. But anyway, if you ain't interrupt no patterns and you want to talk to me about pattern interruption, you're going to have a hard time getting through to me. Because you're supposed to be a leader in this area. And you ain't interrupting no patterns. You need discipline. How you going to teach me about discipline? That's the only reason why every time I be like, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. When I'm in those voice memos on Patreon and I'm like, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. You just move. It's so nice to see you today. You too. Thank you. Where you move to? You like it more? I be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And you be like, y'all be like, oh, you know what you doing. When I'm coming back to this, like, I done had another friendship breakup. And then we had to have a conversation about why. When I had to put myself under a microscope, that conversation I had to have with y'all and myself about how I was mishandling my relationship with my brother and why I needed to get away from him, why I need to be more cognizant of my time, why I need to be in my gratitude. The reason why I can take up a leadership position is because of the way I steward over myself. The reason why you can trust me is because of the way I steward over myself. I don't profess to be perfect. What I do profess to be is at work. Thank you. Almost to Michigan. From Ohio. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Line. My phone finna die. Bad. It was. I was in Detroit last weekend for the robot battles. It was amazing. Have the best day. See, oh, she gone. Okay. Okay. I'm on here. Join from. Okay, it's a lot going on. I don't know what I was talking about. I had a brain fart. My phone on a charger though. Anybody have anything they wanna? But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna always be talking about. It's gonna be hard for me to. It's gonna be important. Like I'm gonna always have I'm always focus on intuition. You were talking about doing the work. Yeah. That's all I can show you. Being honest with myself, taking accountability when I fall short. Never promise you that I ain't gonna never fall short, but always promising that I'm not so sensitive that I can't correct my behavior, that I can't. Me being honest with myself is the best way for me to show myself gentleness and love, especially if I want respect, community. I want my relationships to be clean. I want them to have substance and love. What I'm saying, even with me saying, I went to breakfast with Darius yesterday and he was looking at me like I was ethereal. He was looking at me. I'm at work. What you're looking at, friend, is fruit. The reason why he was drunk off of just what I was giving off. I've known this man my whole adult life. And he was just, I'm so inspired by you. He hugged me 50 times. He told me he loved me 50 times. And this is not just any old man. This is a lovely gentleman. One that wouldn't want my vagina if I put it on a silver platter. Wouldn't want nothing to do with it. Would run off screaming like his hair was on fire. So I want to be clear here. This ain't any old man. But he was like, whatever you doing, I can look at you and tell that it's beneficial. I don't have to see you don't have to show me nothing. You don't have to send me nothing. I can look at you and tell that what you're doing is beneficial. I ain't doing nothing but reading my books and having my conversations, being honest, connecting. Even he was like, he wanted to have a conversation about my brother. Which he was like, he seen my brother. This is what he said. Let's do this, Valerie. Valerie might be gone. She at work. If Valerie not in here, we'll catch her up later. Valerie. Hey, breeders. She might have went on. Those of you who were there when all this stuff happened with my brother, I had to explain a mammogram to an adult woman. Lord help you. He seen my brother at the Costco. Hey, Breeners. He said, my brother, he wanted to hug him. He said he looked like he needed a hug. I felt so bad when I saw him. I felt so bad when I saw him. He looked like he needed a hug. I felt so bad when I saw him. Meanwhile, it's giving intoxicated. It's giving love. It's giving glow. It's giving, how are we so in sync? But I'm going to send you a message I got yesterday. They asked, I don't know how we so, a mirror. A mirror. He said, I wanted to hug him. And I didn't even know if I could. I wanted to walk up to him and just embrace him. He looked like he needed a hug. Every time I see your brother, he looked like he need, because they always bump into each other at that Costco. Because he's shopping for a multitude of people. I said, oh, okay. And he looking at me like, oh. I said, don't ask me if I'm getting back together with that. Don't ask me if I'm making any reconciliations over there. Would you? You felt so bad when you saw him? Maybe the glow you're getting is I ain't felt that bad in a long time. I don't have to share in someone's pain that much. And when I do share in people's pain now, it's not exploitative. It doesn't drain me. I done seen, girl. Anyway, I said, oh, is that so? You were giving light to his life and sucking it. That's what I'm saying. Sucking the life out of me. So sweet, though. What was best one? That's what I'm saying. I was hung up on my brother's potential. That's why I was like, don't think that getting married is going to save you from heartbreak. Once you find you a husband and you go off into a hole and what is it called? Settle down. It's not going to stop you from getting your heart broken. It's not going to stop you from being disappointed. It's not going to stop you from being uncomfortable. People going to still come along and break your heart. You going to still be listening to Toni Braxton and crying over folks. But that didn't make me feel good. It made me feel good because somebody that we have separated, he see you all the time. You make him feel bad. He want to give you a hug. He feels so bad seeing you. He feels bad when he see you. I don't want none of the people who love me to bump into me and feel bad. I bumped into somebody who loved me yesterday, and he didn't want to get up from the breakfast table. I'm like, well, they going to close. Well, put me on your calendar. Put me on your calendar. I want to do this again next month. Okay. Tell me what you been doing. He finna get him a reading with Tan. Let me call. What's her name? He finna get on the line with Tan. He want him a piece of what this is. Thank you, Jillian. Anyway, I think I talked about everything. I wanted to talk to y'all about the importance of intuition, trusting yourself, trusting others. If you have your intuition intact, you can pay attention to people's fruit. Trust what you see. And because you trust yourself, you trust what you see. Because a lot of times you lie to yourself because you're not trusting what you see. You can't trust what you see. Because sometimes trusting what you see, sometimes you know that man is a shitbag. You know that man is a shitbag. You know he ain't worth a shit. But because you done already got on paper with him, because of all of these things, you don't allow yourself to see him through the lens that you need to be able to see him through. You don't allow yourself to see your mama through the lens you need to be able to see her through. You don't allow yourself to see your daddy, your friends, the people you keep around you. You don't allow yourself to see them through the lens you need to see them through. Which keeps you from trusting yourself. Like, you will never trust that lady if you don't let her think for you. You will never trust that lady if when she makes determinations about things and people, you tell her she's wrong because you need her to be wrong. Because in order for her to be correct, you will have to throw these people away. You ain't gonna never be safe with yourself if you can't do shit like that. I am currently in a bubble because I know I need to work on myself. Lord help you. Most of us know this. It's hard to get to work. It's hard to get to work. That's why I had to stop the need for outside validation. You do have to stop the need for outside validation, validating yourself. But like, if you don't trust yourself, you can't validate yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you can't validate yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you can't validate yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you can't validate yourself. If you don't trust yourself, you can't validate yourself. Cinnamon rolls. I I said Claire Huxtables and parfaits, and the people are asking for cinnamon rolls. I said I was never making cinnamon rolls before because they big, they fluffy, and they delicious, and we will be biggest inside of a house if I keep. I totally stopped making cinnamon rolls because we was just gonna be pudgy eating them, and they so good and fluffy and light, and they melt in your mouth. I can't make cinnamon rolls. Lord help us. Anyway, you should be able to look at people's fruit and tell if you can trust them. Pudgy girl. Pudgy girl. I'm making dense bean salads right now. Have a fabulous day, Naturally Natty. I'm actually going to because I want to stare off into the distance before Valerie's live stream where you did name it Cinnamon and Sage Precious. I named it Cinnamon and Sage. Cinnamon and Sage, not because of the cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon, because this was the door opener. This was to open the door for all that was to come. Cinnamon, abundance, prosperity, wealth, often used in rituals for the first of the month. It symbolizes protection, warmth, and the purification of energy. Fiery in nature. It used to speed up intentions, to enhance passion. Cinnamon. Sage, symbolizing purification, clarity, protection. To clear negative energy, enhance mental insight, and promote healing. It's used to cleanse spaces, promote wisdom, and attract positive energy. That's where cinnamon and sage came from, not the cinnamon and rolls, Lord. The cinnamon rolls, Lord, help us. Have you talked about dealing with abandonment issues? I talk about abandonment a lot. Oh, I know it's about the memes. It was just fun. I know. But I like telling people how cinnamon and sage came to be. Abandonment. I talk about all the time. Do you have anything specific regarding abandonment you want to just throw out there? And maybe we can have a quick banter about it. Or you want me to just start from scratch? You going live at 12? Okay. I got a few minutes then. We can discuss abandonment if you would like. I deal with this a lot with my friends as far as mothers and husbands go. I was going to mention how the name of it is so fitting and intentional. It is, Dominique. I appreciate you for noticing. As far as mothers and husbands go, I want you to be more specific. I will say, if you've had issues with your husband abandoning you and your mama abandoning you, this is why I tell ladies not to get married because, I'm a truck driver on the West Coast at the moment. I don't want to miss it. Okay. If your mama abandoned you and you didn't deal with your abandonment issues before you got married, you probably did marry a man who was going to abandon you because you feel at home with people who abandon folks. You feel right at home with them. You're willing to share your life with somebody that is going to abandon you, will abandon you, comfortable with abandoning you because this is how you connect. Erica Campbell teaches us to lead the first time. She teaches us to lead the first time. What am I going to eat for lunch? I want to go to That's Deep SF. Yeah. This is why I always know it's Tina Campbell. She should have left the first time. What are we talking about? Y'all know if y'all want to talk current events, you have to let me know what's going on. Because I never know what's going on. I come on TikTok to watch y'all's TikToks, to talk to y'all, and then I go back into my life. Can we discuss self-esteem? I need some kind of boost, I suppose. How can you tell you got low self-esteem? Tina from Mary, 20 years with a cheater, and he filed for he just... I remember you said, I know, Darlena. That was a natural reaction. Alicia. And he cheated on her with their children's godmother. Alicia. We'll talk about Tina Campbell. I'll talk about her. That'll be our first YouTube video. I will do a deep dive. We're going to bring up that good Christian mama. We're going to bring up Christianity. We're going to bring up her Lord. Her husband. Her gifts. And her self-abandonment. Okay? Her political beliefs are up there with her Lord, January. Her political beliefs live up there with her Lord. The other one needs to lead too quiet as it's kept. The religion gave her the worst self-abandonment. We'll do it like that. Alicia, this has nothing to do with Teddy. Teddy's actions is a reflection of her. You can always look at a woman's husband. Her marriage will tell you a lot about her. And her parents married and divorced 3 times. You can look at a woman's marriage and you can tell a lot about her. Those of you who are divorced, you know these things. Those of you who immediately got to work when you got divorced, you know these things. Because you was like, that was a ragged ass little girl that jumped over that broom. Never again. Never again. You got caught slipping and then you got married. You said, never again. A punk bitch never catch me slipping again. You will never get the chance to treat me like a piece of shit again, patriarchy. You will never get a chance to treat me like a piece of shit, Christianity, again. So what I'm saying to you, Alicia, this has nothing to do with Teddy. With all that you've been through, you know for a fact this don't have nothing to do with no man. This is all her. Hey, Boogie. And if we blame that husband, we'll be giving her an out. We will be holding her accountable for herself. We're not going to stand in a circle and sing Toni Braxton songs. What we going to sing? I think y'all know. You OGs, you know what we're going to sing, don't you? This is our song. If you're new here, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. We don't want shit from you, punk bitch. Anyway. Don't play with us. Like Meredith, like I'm married. And Christina. Hey, Yay the Gym girl. You came in just in time, didn't it? We won't be making this Teddy's fault. We won't be making this Teddy's fault as the womanhood continues to progress, as the womanhood continues to get free, as the womanhood continues to tell the truth. My partner's in here. My partner's in here. Oh Lord. We did good, right? Was doing my headbanger dance. Good morning, President Barbie. We won't be blaming her husband for this because he was her mirror. And she knew each and every time women aren't truthful about how strong intuition is. She felt it. The importance of intuition. She doesn't trust herself. She put all her trust in him. She leaned not into her own understanding. Didn't she? Didn't she? Didn't she? Didn't she lean not? Lean not? Okay, Doc. She put all her trust in that family. That this the box that we was talking about. I'm gonna send her a book. That book, our girl standing out on a corner with that book. I love you too, Doc. I done cleaned it up. I done cleaned up my act now because of you. I done cleaned up my act. Oh Lord, Kaya made that song. That Dance to the Dissident Daughter. You just need to be. Have you heard the good? Hello, hello. Have you heard the good news? Hello, hello. Have you heard the good news? And you waving the book around. Excuse me. You peeking all in our blinds. Excuse me. With that Dance to the Dissident Daughter. She trusted him, and he trusted her. Them to keep laying it low. The sister was wrong too for trying to get her to stay. Now she's renewing her vows. This is why I be like, get the fuck away from folks because they're keeping you in a box. Get the fuck away from folks. That's the textbook. Leisha said she gonna be running up and down the street, handing that shit out on the corner. Have you heard, ma'am? Have you heard the good news, ma'am? That'll be cute when we get to that. We're not in Destin. Not in Destin. We'll go somewhere and we'll stand out on the corner and hand out copies of Dance to the Dissident Daughters. We'll act like those. They handed out bean pies and small Bibles, and we handed out Dance to the Dissident Daughter. We'll make history. She should have left immediately after the violation. It was too much. And that's what I'm saying. She laid the Caribbean. She wallowed. After that first little cheating thing, they started a podcast, and it was like, why do we give a fuck about what y'all got to say? Your husband is a freako, and you're pathetic. Why do we give a fuck about what a pathetic woman and a freako of a man got to talk about? They talking about Tina Campbell and her husband, girl. He had a joint social media. They had a joint social media account. They did a joint album. What is it about women getting cheated on, and then now her and her husband got to work together? Like, we got to do the podcast. Warren and Teddy were in a group together. Something about birds of a feather. If I be honest, I think she capitalized off that. We went through 2 or 3 seasons of him and her image repair. I remember that. The cheating activities. That's what made me stop watching, was how pathetic Tina was, because Tina is such a vibrant woman. And she let marriage, motherhood, and family keep her in a box. and a vibrant woman. Now she didn't capitalize because she halted her money. Pathetic, desperate. She was just trying to make money. Pathetic, desperate. Pathetic, desperate. Pathetic, desperate. And the church was going to judge her. Do you want to really get into it? The church was going to judge her for leaving her husband for cheating on her. Because she was supposed to lean not into her own understanding. This is ordained by God. This is ordained. This is y'all called to, y'all look at it. This is a, and here's the thing. As somebody that be in y'all's business, as somebody that be in y'all's business, as somebody that be sitting with y'all's husband at Thanksgiving dinners and being like, why are you doing this? You terrorizing this lady. Y'all terrorizing each other. He'd be like, she gonna have to leave me. I'm not leaving. She gonna have to leave me. Every time I have a serious conversation with those husbands, young and old, yeah, she loves her husband. What does she love herself? She don't love nobody. She can't love nobody. She need him to distract her. She need him to champion her self-abandonment. She don't love nobody. No shade. I feel like their mom, two sides of the same coin. That Evelyn Braxton, y'all know I can't stand that Evelyn Braxton. Like the stench that probably comes off of her because of how disgusting she is. Not even those kids. I can't imagine what the house feels like. As Evelyn got out, I was saying something. She uses Teddy to champion her self-abandonment. The church is gonna judge her. I've been restricted again because crazy thing, she'll get more slack even with him leaving. He left. Okay. She was only focused on saving her marriage while he was out doing. You can't save a marriage. I don't. Only because I don't think Honey pitted her kids against each other like Evelyn. I like that. They do seem like they have more connectedness. The daddy was a deadbeat. Anytime you use a church to champion your partnerships, you're probably not paired up right. That's why when those girls get tired of being single and then they use marriage, they go find him a husband. Like they go to church and find him a husband. Tina led the charge on that. You can't say no marriage. The only thing I like that Evelyn said was the whole outlasts the pole. I don't even know what that means. The church is the husband store. Yeah, they get their French manicures. They stop wearing specific clothes, or they make the clothes modest, and then they go into the church. And it's like, why you want a husband from out of there? Why you want a husband from out of that store? The way he lay it low and spread it wide. Evelyn benefits financially and emotionally from her daughters hating each other's goods. Oh, you're teaching today. Who's doing security? If you're giving us an education today. Yeah, you get a French manicure. You don't wear, you start looking down on other women. And then you go, and they get those husbands, especially those social media girls. I just blocked them. Girl, you in that piece of shit ring. Get the fuck out of here. That ring costs you so much. You could have bought yourself a diamond for all that has cost you. John Gray wife is another one. I think we're going to call these good Christian wives. How much does it cost you to be a good Christian wife? It's 20 women to one man in that church. The women would do anything to get a Black Friday sale. It's very expensive, doll. LOL. We might need to break out the epistle. Ooh, cozy Rosie. Who's doing security if you teaching this hard, Professor? Who's kicking the... If you are behind your podium, Professor, and you got your marker up against that whiteboard like that, who's kicking the people out? I can't wait till Halloween. I can't wait till Halloween for us to break out that epistle, girl. I'm gonna scare the dog shit out of y'all reading that epistle. She can multitask, she said. Don't worry about me. Mind your business as I am minding my own. Don't worry about me. I can't wait. A horror story. An American horror story. That's why I was like, Ryan Murphy need to get me on the line. An American horror story. That epistle. She come through the door and lie about how her daughter came into this world. Talking about how Jesus himself delivered her baby because she passed out during childbirth. A good Christian wife said these things. And it's like, the reason why I have such a hard time with my mother-in-law is because your mother was a liar, ma'am. Your mother was a liar. And I can't tell you that your mother was a liar because she's dead and it violates you in so many different places. Your mommy was a liar. That's why I know you're a liar, because you can't come to grips with the fact that your mother was a liar. And if you were shaped and raised by a liar, you're a liar too. Unless you have come to grips with the fact that you were raised by a liar. Jesus himself did not deliver her baby. Jesus don't work like that. And last time I checked, Jesus did carpentry work. Last time I checked, he delivering babies specially for you. You a black ass lie, bitch. They gonna kick me out. I can't say nothing else. If I can't come back live tomorrow, I'll see y'all around the corner. Cause Suge finna put me up out of this bitch, girl. I know Jesus tired of people putting stuff on him. Jesus ain't deliver no baby. Jesus himself delivered her baby. And here's the problem. The people in the cult she was in told her this. So they making up shit, giving it to her. She making up shit, giving it to her daughter. And she making up shit. And you think your word, trusting your word, gonna get me into heaven? You live in hell right here today. Did y'all watch the FLDS doc on Netflix? The one where the lady went infiltrated because she was trying to help the people? I seen the commercial. I watched that Caterpillar. Jesus is tired, precious. Y'all got him delivering babies. Y'all got him putting your husbands out, elevating you. Y'all got him, girl. He just can't. He wanted to build you a bookcase. Y'all got him doing all kind of stuff. I did watch that Caterpillar. I saw the trailer. I want to watch, but it hurts me too deep. Oh. Something called False Prophets. It was good in a whole mess. I'll be watching that today then, since I'm stuck in this house. Everything but red. Build me a bookcase, Jesus. Build me. I don't need you to deliver me no baby, Jesus. I don't need to be you to be. Just build me a lovely bookcase, Lord. He even had a little job working as the son of the man. Working as the son of man. Build me a better world now, please, Lord. Please, please, please. Hey, Cyrena Royale. But anyway, we'll just do it like that. We'll have a conversation. Oh, this your first gift? Wow. Hello, love. Girl. We'll get to that epistle for Halloween. Love y'all. I gotta go too because I got shit punching as a savior. Seems sus. What you mean? I think a clock, punching a clock. Have a good day, ladies. Have a good day, Jillian. Those who was asking about abandonment and self-esteem, we'll get around to it. And if you don't find it up here, you don't catch the live, you seen the video about the lady sleeping up with the couch. Are you terrorizing me or are you being serious? Thank y'all. Oh, I'm supposed to be waiting to 80K. Her son's coach. Oh, coach, not couch. I said coach. Coach Cleveland. No, I didn't know about that. First of all, I didn't know that you could get on TikTok on the computer. You said Coach Cleveland? C-O-A-C-H. You gotta need your Bible? Oh, no, I'm not. The coach's name is Coach Cleveland. You gonna need send me out. She was doing sexual favors. Coach Cleveland in the infamous tattoo. It's so much I won't do for my son. These mamas are delusional. I don't think that was real. How can I, man, I didn't know about this. How do I, what's the name of the video? What's the lady name? I'm supposed to be trying to get, I think she was trolling. Oh, her whole page is telling insane stories. It's hilarious. I don't know the mom's name. I be having a hard time trusting people that's got an outlandish story every time they make a video. But I guess, I mean, what's the name? Risa Tisa got everybody going. Now everybody want to get up and talk about all the ways they mishandle themselves. If my son can't make the team, he just can't. He just can't make. Practice some more, Precious. Oh, this is what I was saying about conditioning. I want to finish my thought. Feeling the ick of getting rid of folks. You gotta eventually, you gotta feel the ick. Like the first feeling the ick of getting rid of folks, you really need to feel it. You really need to get involved with your feeling the ick of getting rid of folks, because you're going to be getting rid of folks for the rest of your life. And if you never learn how to get rid of folks, you never learn about the icky feelings, you never teach yourself how to get through the icky feelings, then you will just be avoiding getting rid of people because of the icky feelings. You need to go ahead and call those icky feelings upon you so you can learn how to get through them, so that when it's time to get rid of somebody, you're not scared to get rid of them because you don't want to feel those icky feelings. That was the point that I was trying to finish earlier 100 fucking years ago. You got to be a muscle. Hey, Shannon Williams, 1588, 1558. I kind of have to a little about with dyslexia. Okay, for real this time, I got 40 minutes to stare off into the distance before the pest control people come in. Valerie going live at noon. And I just want to stare off into the distance. Okay? If y'all have anything y'all want to discuss with me, remember you can put these things in my DMs. And I want to talk about this in the live stream. Okay? Because I don't be knowing what's going on until y'all come in here and say it. So please do that. I love y'all very much. Have a fabulous rest of the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.